really one of my favorite injection techniques and one of the best sort of regenerative therapies around. I first learned about PRP probably going on 30 years ago when I did training in Germany right after residency. PRP, platelet-rich plasma, is a way of harvesting your own body's growth factors. I tend to look at it as fertilizer. I know molecular biologists would not like my analogy, but hear me out with it. Your body in the platelets contains a lot of growth factors that are cell regenerators. So almost anything these molecules come in touch with, it heals it, makes it better, stronger, everything. And we'll get more into what it can do here in a second. As we get older, like everything else, our growth factor concentration starts to diminish. When we're young, we have a lot. As we get to maybe, say, 61, it might be about a tenth of what it was. PRP is done by taking a blood sample, and then that blood sample is spun in a very high-speed centrifuge that will concentrate the growth factors. And then that's withdrawn into a syringe, and then essentially you can inject it to any area of the body it needs fixed or repaired. So that can be a knee, a shoulder, a hip, or elbow, but it also has cosmetic purposes too. For example, it can inject into the scalp, it can inject into the face to give that sort of luminous glow that makes you look quite a bit younger. I should probably be doing that here shortly. Anyway, hands down, think of it as a primary regenerative therapy. And there are a couple different versions: PRP, platelet-rich plasma, PRF, platelet-rich fibrin. They're slightly different, but they both parallel as a healing adjunct. The fibrin part has more of a stem cell matrix, whereas the platelet part is more of the fertilizer. But think about it as a fertilizer, because almost anything you inject it into makes it help with growth and repair. And this can be helpful for people who've had issues for 10 or 20 years. I've often seen individuals who've had chronic back pain from, say, an old football injury for 20 years, and 1 or 2 treatments that will actually fix it and go away permanently, pretty long term. So I've seen this heal things over the years that oftentimes nothing else works. And it's really, like I said, become one of my favorite therapies. I myself have used it by every joint in my body, but I've always joked it's from overuse and my own fault. But the point is, it still works.